This is Ashton Marcus, and I'm on location at the Gem Theatre for the opening of Cole Porter's Anything Goes.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and you're?
I'm Damian Lorton, the artistic director of the Gem Theatre.
You just directed this play, correct?
Yes, I did. I directed Anything Goes.
So what do you think of the performance?
Oh, I was really pleased with how everyone did tonight. You know, they worked really hard. This was a harder show because I ended up being hospitalized in the middle of it, so I had to be out for 2.5 weeks. So I was able to come back about a week before the show opened, and we put it all back together. And it's a wonderful cast, very talented people. They work beautifully together on and off stage. It's a real pleasure to bring the show to life.
What do you look for in your casting?
I always look at talent, of course, but I really look at people that I want to spend the next 5 weeks of my life with. People that are happy, that are nice, that want to have this, that are passionate. I know that I have an amazing staff and that we can teach them and bring out what they have inside of them, but as long as they're passionate and they want to be a part of this project, that's number one that I look for.
I was actually impressed with your casting, the professionals and the non-professionals. Well, actually the non-professionals. You didn't really have any professionals.
No, there's no actual union actors in the show, but there's no reason why any of them couldn't be. They're really hard workers. They have amazing talent, and I'm really, really blessed by that.
Well, I really enjoyed the performance. How did you do it? I mean, it's a nostalgic play. Did you try to imitate someone, or did you bring your own soul in it somehow?
Well, I always like to bring Nicole Casesso, who's my business partner and co-founder of One More Productions, our company. We always look at every piece we do, and we try to make it unique, and we try to brand it as our own. So with a classic piece like this, you look at not other productions of Anything Goes, but you look at what was going on in that time period. You look at films from the 30s, you look at artwork from the 30s, you look at how comedy worked in the 30s, and then you let that kind of be your vision for the piece. And with a character like Reno Sweeney, they're all cartoons, and they're fun, these fun, great, big roles. And at times it's very presentational, and there are a lot of takes to the audience, and it's not like the older shows are different than these new shows that are coming out. So to be able to bring this nostalgia of theatrics back and to play with it, we looked at a lot of vaudeville pieces and vaudeville performers, and this is one of the quintessential pieces of American musical theater that really shaped what happened with American musical theater till the 60s. So that's the type of stuff. You just do your research and your homework, and then you bring that to it. And you never forget that you're an artist too, so you're bringing artistry to a piece. And I would never want to produce something that you can see anywhere else. Why do that? Why copy someone else's work? There's no magic in that. So we try to bring our own spin on things and bring it to life in our own vision.
So why did you choose to do this play?
I have loved Anything Goes for such a long time. It's been one of my favorite pieces. And I love this version. This is the 87 Beaumont, the Patti LuPone version. And the music arrangements are great, and it's a fun family piece. And that's one thing that we try to do here at One More Productions. We try to bring theater that's right for the entire family, and that's affordable for the family. You know, you go to the movies now, and by the time you're getting popcorn and hot dogs, you spend $100 if you've got a family of 4. So we try to make it affordable for the family, and we try to bring pieces that you can bring your kids to. You know, not every show is, for the family, but we try to do at least 2 family pieces a year. And this piece is just so classic. How could you not do it? With the Cole Porter music, it's fabulous.
Well, I love the performance.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Let people know we're out here doing this. We run till May 3rd, and we're just so excited to be able to bring the arts back to Orange County and here in Garden Grove especially.
Thank you very much for being on the show.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having us, and thank you for coming out tonight.
Good. Hi, I'm Ashton Marcus with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and you're?
Adriana Sanchez. I've been doing theater for the last 35 years, mostly community theater. I am a school teacher by day. I teach first grade for Garden Grove Unified School District. That's what I do. I played Reno Sweeney. She is a former nightclub singer who turns into an evangelist, and she goes around, that's her new gig, and so she goes around and sings a lot and tries to reform people, but she does it in a fun way. She has her 4 backup singers, dancers, that come along with her, and so she goes through the story trying to get Billy and Hope together, and then she ends up falling in love with Evelyn. So it's just a fun, silly story that comes together at the end. It's just fun. A lot of great songs.
Yeah, I was actually very impressed by your performance.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but you're a school teacher. Were you a professional musician?
I was not. No, I've just sung for a long time. I've done a lot of theater. I've done a lot of musicals and showcases and things like that over my life. But I've been a teacher for the last 14 years. So that's what I do in the daytime, and this is what I do in the nighttime. So it's really fun.
Yeah, actually, most of the actors that I've interviewed here actually are non-professionals. That's amazing that you can actually get this level of talent.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice. Thank you. Well, this particular theater, the Gem, puts on great shows. It feels like you're in a professional theater because you have live music. You have a live pianist playing the rehearsal process. The costumes are from professional company. So everything is really professional at this particular theater. So that's why I like working here the most. So, yeah.
Well, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine. And you are?
My name is Alex Bodrero. I was born and raised in Laguna Beach, California. I went to the high school there. That was before the TV show. It was the year after they brought the TV show in. Anyway, I went to OCC for a little while, and I transferred to Chapman University, where I did a vocal performance degree. And since graduating there, I've been had a home at the Gem. This is my 4th show with them. And really enjoying my time here. Yeah, I played Billy Crocker. Billy, he works for Mr. Eli Whitney on Wall Street, and he's kind of Mr. Whitney's errand boy. Now, at some point before the show, the events of the show, he meets a young lady named Hope Harcourt and falls in love with her. And he's a man about town. He's got lots of ladies who like him, but this girl has something special about her, and she's the one. She winds up being on this cruise ship that Mr. Whitney's on, and he goes to find him. He finds her there, and so he stows away aboard the ship, doesn't go to Wall Street like he's supposed to. He breaks. He basically, the whole thing about Billy is he's willing to put everything else on the line, everything else that's important on the line for this girl, and in the end, he finds her. He succeeds. So, yeah.
Yeah, you're actually the lead in a very impressive performance here. What do you think about that?
Well, I'm delighted. I'm just delighted to be here. I feel very, very lucky to have found this group. Everybody's so supportive and friendly. It was a year ago I did my first show here, and I really feel like I've grown tremendously in this past year, and I'm largely indebted to the Gem and Damien and Nicole who run the place, and all the people who frequent the building. So I love it. I think it's a great show, and I'm having so much fun. It's a really, really, really fun role. Yeah.
Well, I think you did a great job.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for being on the show.
All right. Good to be here.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and you're?
Megan Davis. I started dancing when I was younger and grew up in Los Angeles, and I did dance competition teams, and then I kind of found my way to drama, and I found singing, and at first I was freaked out, but then I realized that I loved it, and I went to college for it for a couple years at Indiana University, and I'm back here, and I'm still continuing to do musical theater and loving it so much. Love it, yeah.
And which character did you play?
Hope Harcourt. She's kind of like the ingenue of the show, and she's always hoping and in love with Billy, and she just always is looking for she's bright-eyed and looking for the best in everything, and she just falls in love with Billy because he's so free and open and so different than what she's had in her past, and he's just new to her, and so she just falls in love, and that's her main goal in the entire show, is just to end up with Billy, and even if it hurts her mom, she's willing to risk it all just to be with Billy.
So do you enjoy doing nostalgic musicals, or what kind of performances do you like?
I love it. I love this kind of show where Cole Porter's music is beautiful, and it just gravitates towards everyone, and it's just really classic musical theater, and I think that's what I loved and gravitated towards coming here and doing this, because I just love the music, I love the storyline, it's just fun. So fun musicals, I love doing it.
I ask this question a lot. Do you consider yourself an actor who can sing or a musician who can act?
Oh goodness. You know what? I consider myself both, but I think I would like to be presumed as an actor who sings, because singing is my passion, but it really is all about the acting and the character in musical theater. You have to, believe yourself in order to be believable, and I think it really everything comes from the acting. So yeah.
All right, thank you very much for being on the show.
Yeah, of course, thank you.
I'm Ashton Marcus with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine.
Hello, nice to see you.
And you are?
My name is Ira Tractor, and I'm from Huntington Beach, California. I entered musical theater late in life, in my 50s, because I was discouraged from doing it as a child. But when I had the time and inclination, I decided to do it, and I've been doing it every so often. I played Moonface Martin, Public Enemy number 13, or Public Enemy number 13.
What are your thoughts on community theater? Because basically, it gives a chance for people like you who have no musical background to do things.
I have a little bit of a musical background, but community theater is terrific. It's what I find here. This is my first show at GEM, but I know several of people through the musical theater class I take at OCC, Orange Coast College, and I love the family aspect of it. We're not getting paid, so we do it for love, really, and it makes it very special.
Well, thank you very much for being on the show.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for coming. Nice to talk to you.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and you're?
I'm Nicole Casesso. I'm the executive director of the theater. I played Irma. Irma is Moonface Martin, the gangster's sidekick, and she's sort of the crazy one that comes in and is boy crazy and just having a good time on the ship and gets involved in some zany antics out there.
What are your responsibilities as the executive director?
Oh, goodness. I try my best to keep the theater afloat. So we manage the building, so every production, every day-to-day operation, every rental, everything comes across my desk. So juggle a lot.
Yeah, even though you're not part of the artistic side of it, actually I was impressed by the GEM in general.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very much actually involved in everything, artistic, business, production side. It's a small operation with me and Damien, who's the artistic director, so it's one big collaboration.
How did you manage to get the level of talent that you got with the non-professionals?
We're really, really lucky. We take really great pride in the shows that we produce. It's our mission to always bring in the best designers, best actors, best choreographers, best costumers, to make it a place that people feel comfortable to learn and to grow, feel like it's their home, and people really respond to that. And so because we offer that kind of a space and the love and respect and the passion that we promote for the arts, people come to us, and we're really lucky.
Well, I really like the performance.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for being on the show.
Absolutely. Spread the word. Come see Anything Goes.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and you're?
Chris Harper. Started doing theater in my senior year of high school, and then went to Cal State Chico up in Northern California. Got a degree in musical theater there. Took some time off after college, got married, and then I found the theater here and just have been doing shows here since about 2008. And I've just kind of found a home here, and I like doing shows, and it's been fun. Probably been about 7 or 8 shows here. The last one I was in was City of Angels. I was in Assassins as Sam Bick. I've been doing the Christmas show the last couple of years as Elroy the Elf. In this show, I was Lord Evelyn Oakley. I was the British fiance of the main female lead. Yeah.
Actually, you guys did really well. I love the performance.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing it. It's a fun show. There's so much fast-paced comedy. It's a show that's been around for years and years and years, and every time I've ever seen it or ever been a part of it, it's always been a fun performance to be in.
Yeah, do you have a musical background, or do you consider yourself an actor who can sing or a musician who can act?
I consider myself an actor who can sing. I've been studying acting mostly more than the singing and dancing, but I got into singing while I was in college, and then that's when I started doing musical theater. But I prefer doing characters who have fun or very interesting acting parts as opposed to doing great songs.
Yeah, I can usually tell that, and I can tell that from you. But one thing I've noticed is the actors who can really act can fake it pretty well. No, and I mean, basically, what are your comments on that?
Well, I don't know about faking it, but I think when you're an actor, you think of things on a different level than when you're a singer. It's just two ways of thinking about something. So when you're performing a song, you can sell it in a lot of different aspects than what you maybe can do if you're just a singer who's trying to perform. But I don't want to say anything against anybody who sings and acts as well. It just depends on the person and what they can do.
Thank you very much for being on the show.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and you're?
John Gillies. I started acting in '97 regionally, and I worked for the post office full time, so this is on the side, and I very much enjoy doing it. So I've just basically started working here at the Gem this last summer, and I've been in every show since then, so it's my new home. I really enjoy working here. I play Elijah Whitney. He's from Wall Street. He's a drunk, but he's a fun drunk, and he's on the cruise to go to Europe to see the rowing. He's a rowing enthusiast, so that's why he's on the ship. But he works in Wall Street, and his protege Billy is always bumbling and tumbling, and he's my second-hand man, and so he winds up stowing away on the ship.
You're actually a very good character actor. Do you have training in this thing?
I do not have training. No, I have a passion for it, and it's just been like a chameleon. I'm very blessed to be able to do that. So I study the character, and it evolves. So, well, thank you. That was very nice of you to say that.
What's your thoughts on community theater where people who aren't actors can actually do things like this?
This is a perfect place for people that haven't had any experience, because it's a mix of people that are novices and pros. I mean, people have been doing it a long time, and we all help each other, and we all learn from each other. So it's a great place to do that. Like a family here.
Thank you very much for being on the show.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and you're?
Chris Cortez. I started acting in high school, did it ever since. I kind of quit for about 10 years. I'm 31 now, and I got back into it 2 years ago, and this is my first show at the Gem, and I've loved it so far.
So do you have a dancing background?
I do not know. I've never had formal dancing training.
That's interesting. I've noticed that most of the people here are non-professionals. Yeah, you guys actually did your show fairly well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think a lot of the kids here have some natural talent, and I think that's what's driving the show.
Interesting how they found people with natural talent. It's just hard. You've never danced before. Can you dance? And you're starting to be able to dance.
Yeah, I mean, and the director has a good sense of who can do what, and so like I'm cast as a sailor because I moved well, I guess, in my audition, and I'm not a dancer, but I moved well, and that's kind of our saving grace. But yeah, so.
Well, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and you're?
I'm Blake Lee. I'm 15 years old. I go to Long Beach Poly High School. This is my first show here at the Gem, third show in total. I played Luke, one of the two Asian converts.
Yeah. Well, you're actually pretty young. How'd you get the part?
Well, I thought about auditioning for this show when I first heard of it, but then I kind of got out of it. But then my friend, who's also in the cast, Alexa, urged me to get back in. And I auditioned, and apparently my audition was pretty good, so I got casted as one of these two converts. And so it's a really nice thing.
Yeah, actually, you're a pretty young guy. I mean, most people your age wouldn't have the initiative to do something like this.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't do a lot. Like last year, my friend got me into theater, right? So, and before that, I was kind of like, I didn't have any real hobbies. So I got into theater, and I'm like, wow, I really like doing this. This is really fun for me. So it's really enjoyment for me.
Well, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and you're?
Tom Fan. This is my first show ever, and it was fun, and then it's exciting. That's it. Yeah.
Why did you decide to do something like this?
Because I want to try something new. I never done it before. I sing a little bit. I dance hip hop, I guess, but this is not the same thing, I guess. And I want to try it out, and it's fun. Definitely fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you guys did pretty well.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much for being on the show.
Yeah, sure, definitely. Yeah, thanks.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and you're?
My name is Gavin Gray. I'm 16. This is my first show with the Gem, and just really excited to be here.
Yeah, I've noticed the Gem has had a lot of non-professionals. So some people have done the first time, but this show has actually done fairly well. What are your thoughts on that?
I just think here at the Gem we're so blessed to have such talented people and to be surrounded with such a great director.
So any advice you can give to the people out there from what you've learned from these people?
I've learned, one, to be yourself is the best thing, and to really trust each other. Because in theater there's this sense of teamwork that you have to have, or else it just all falls apart.
Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and you're?
I'm Donovan Marcotte. I'm 22 years old. This is my 5th show at the Gem. I'm also an entertainment performer at Disneyland. Yeah, I play the bartender, I play the Reverend, and I'm also in the ensemble.
So actually, I was impressed by the talent level of the actors here.
Yeah, we have a very talented bunch. I would say that Damien picks the best of the best, and it's been a pleasure to be surrounded by such talent in the show.
How does he do that, from what you can see? I mean, how did he pick you?
Well, actually, I have kind of an interesting story. I came to the Gem last summer. I auditioned for Evita. I was currently in a different production. Didn't tell them that I was coming to audition because I'd heard such great things about the Gem, and I was so in love with that show. Damien found out that I was also involved in another production, called me out on it. I don't know, suffice it to say he saw something in me and decided to cast me. I know a lot of directors wouldn't have taken that chance, but it's been fantastic ever since, and I think he has such a great vision, and he knows what he wants, and he's very good at seeing talent in people. I've noticed that.
Well, I enjoyed your performance very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for being on the show.
No problem, my pleasure.
Hi, my name is Ashton Marcus. I'm with KUCI 88.9 FM in Irvine, and you're?
I'm Sophia Scarcy. I am 12 years old. I'm in 7th grade, and I've been doing theater since pre-K, so like 4 years old-ish. And I started at my school, and I just fell in love with it, and I told my mom at like 6 that I wanted to do private voice lessons. And so I've pretty much been going from there and just trying to live my dream and stuff like that. I was in the ensemble.
I actually heard an announcement that you're actually on Broadway. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, I do have a Broadway credit. I worked with the Broadway Dreams Foundation, and I was invited to go perform in New York with them. So I was actually in a show here, and then for tech, I traveled over there to New York, and I did a show over there, and it was really great. It was a great opportunity. I'm so thankful I got to do that.
So question, you started at a very young age. Do you think you were just always born this way, or were you just excited and started taking classes?
I feel like I was kind of born this way, and I just, like, once I found that I really loved it, then I just went and ran with it, because that's what I love to do. And once I found something, then my mom was like, okay, you found what you like to do, so we're going to support you and stuff like that.
All right, thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Anything Goes by Cole Porter will be playing at the Gem Theatre from April 16th to May 3rd. For more information, go to www.onemoreproductions.com or theorangecurtainrev.com.